Two people make the exact same decision. Same amount. Same investments. Same discipline. The only difference? One starts today. The other waits 5 years. At first, nothing happens. No dramatic gap. No visible advantage. They both live their lives. Work. Spend. Save a little. If you looked at them side by side, you wouldn't notice anything unusual. And that's exactly the problem. Because the most expensive financial mistake doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels like time. Let's make this real. Imagine two individuals. Call them Armin and Zaid. Same age. Same income. Same city. Both decide they want to invest. Not aggressively. Not recklessly. Just consistently. Armin starts now. Zaid decides to wait. Let me settle first, he tells himself. I'll start when things are more stable. It sounds reasonable. It always does. Armin sets aside a fixed amount every month. Nothing extreme. Just enough to feel slightly uncomfortable. But manageable. Zaid plans to do the same. In 5 years. Now here's where things get interesting. Because for the first few years, Armin doesn't look smarter. He doesn't look richer. He doesn't feel ahead. In fact, sometimes it feels pointless. The numbers move slowly. Too slowly. Small contributions. Small gains. Nothing impressive. Meanwhile, Zaid's life looks easier. More flexibility. More spending room. Less restriction. And from the outside? That looks like the better choice. But something is happening. Quietly. In the background. Because investing is not about effort. It's about time. And time behaves differently than most people expect. Let's slow this down. Armin invests a fixed amount every month. His money starts to grow. At first, it's almost invisible. The returns are small. Because there isn't much capital yet. But over time, those small returns start generating their own returns. And that's where the system changes. This is compounding. And it doesn't feel powerful. Until it suddenly is. Now jump forward 5 years. Zaid is ready. Stable job. Better income. He starts investing. Same amount as Armin. Same strategy. Same discipline. On paper, they're now doing the exact same thing. But the outcomes? They're already different. Because Armin didn't just invest money. He invested time. And time is the one thing you can't catch up on. Let's look at the math people don't like to run. Armin has been investing for 5 years. Zaid is just starting. Even if Zaid invests more aggressively, he's not starting from zero. He's starting from behind. And that gap doesn't stay constant. It expands. Because compounding doesn't grow linearly. It accelerates. Armin's early investments have had 5 extra years to grow. To compound. To multiply. Zaid's money is just beginning. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Even if Zaid invests more per month, he may still struggle to catch up. Not because he's doing something wrong. But because the system rewards time more than effort. Now zoom out. Because this isn't just about two people. This is about a pattern. Most people don't delay investing because they're careless. They delay because it feels rational. I'll start when I earn more. I'll start when I understand it better. I'll start when things settle down. But life rarely settles. There's always something. A bill. A responsibility. A reason to wait. And waiting feels harmless. Because nothing bad happens immediately. There's no penalty notification. No warning. No visible loss. Just time passing. And time is quiet. Now let's go deeper. Because compounding isn't just about growth. It's about asymmetry. The early years matter more. Disproportionately more. Not because of how much you invest. But because of how long it has to work. A single year at the beginning is not equal to a year at the end. It's more valuable. But that's not how it feels. At the beginning, progress is slow. Which makes it easy to dismiss. Does this even matter? Is this worth it? Those questions appear early. And they're convincing. Because the results don't justify the effort. Yet, now let's introduce something people underestimate. Momentum. Armin has been investing for 5 years. But something else has changed. His behavior. He's more aware. More disciplined. More comfortable with the process. He understands volatility. He expects fluctuations. Zaid is new. Every drop feels alarming. Every gain feels exciting. He's still reacting. Armin is adjusting. And that difference compounds too. Because investing is not just mathematical. It's psychological. And psychology affects outcomes. Now fast forward 10 years from the beginning. Armin has been investing for 10 years. Zaid for 5. Same monthly amount. Same market. Same conditions. But the gap? It's no longer subtle. It's visible. Not just in numbers, but in options. Armin has flexibility. His investments have grown. Not dramatically overnight, but meaningfully over time. Zaid is progressing, but still building. Still catching up. And here's the part most people miss. Zaid is doing everything right, but the outcome is still different. Because timing was different. Now let's challenge something. People often think, I'll just invest more later. As if money alone can compensate for time. But that's not how compounding works. More money helps. But it doesn't replace time. Because time is what allows growth to stack. To layer. To build on itself. Without it, everything resets. Now let's make this uncomfortable. Imagine you delay investing by 5 years. Not forever. Just 5. What did you actually lose? Not the money you didn't invest. That's obvious. You lost the growth. On that money. And the growth. On that growth. And the growth after that. Layers. Removed. Permanently. And that's the part no one feels. Because it never shows up as a loss. It shows up as a smaller future. Now let's zoom out even further. Because this isn't just about investing. It's about how people think about time. We treat time like it's abundant. Like we can always start later. But financially, later is expensive. Very expensive. And the earlier you are, the less it feels that way. Which is why it's ignored. Now let's bring this back to reality. Most people won't start today. Not because they can't, but because the urgency isn't there. There's no pressure. And without pressure, there's no action. So they wait. Until something changes. More income. More clarity. More motivation. But by the time those things arrive, so has time. And time doesn't pause. It compounds. With you. Or without you. Now here's the irony. The difference between starting now and starting later doesn't feel big. It feels small. 5 years. That's it. But in a compounding system, small differences in time create large differences in outcome. And those differences are not obvious early. They're obvious later. When adjustment becomes difficult. Now think about your own position. Not your income. Not your knowledge. Just your timeline. If nothing changes, when do you start? And more importantly, what does that delay actually cost? Because the cost isn't visible today. It's embedded in your future. And by the time you see it clearly, it's already locked in. So the real question isn't, should you invest? That part is obvious. The real question is, what is waiting quietly taking away from you right now? Because the difference between starting today and 5 years from now isn't just 5 years. It's everything those 5 years could have become. And once they're gone, they don't come back. So if nothing changes? If you keep waiting? If you keep telling yourself, later, what exactly are you choosing? And when you finally start, what are you already too late to build?